Good morning, welcome back. It is Monday, Mailbag Monday to be exact. We're going to go through some hero cards, 20 of them. I believe they're all NASCAR or NASCAR related in some way. And of course, these are hero cards that I picked up in a Facebook deal back in about August. So here we are in October, and we're probably not even halfway through the box yet. So it's going to be a while. And I keep saying February, it may be the All-Star race by the time we get this wrapped up. Excuse me. So anyway, we're going to start off in 1998 in the Busch Series. I'm going to start off with Kenny Schrader. Oakwood Homes, his Busch Series schedule. There's the races he was scheduled to run in 1998. And there's some information about Oakwood Homes and their company. Next one from 2014, Brad K. with Alliance Truck Parts. Nicely done hero card. Shows up really, really nice. This one is from 1994. I've actually got this one autographed when I went to Food City Family Race Night, but it's cool to have one not autographed as well. Steve Grissom, when he was running for Diamond Ridge Motorsports. So there's a little information about Steve and the car. Not really much information about Diamond Ridge, which is a company owned by Gary and Carolyn Bechtel. Now we'll go to, this got to be 2022, Austin Cindric. So a different driver of Penske number 2. There you see a lot of the supporting sponsors of the Team Penske organization. Then we'll go to the Truck Series for, again, 2022. But a different Menards driver for a totally different team, Matt Crafton, of course, with Thor Sport. There's the 2022 Truck Series schedule. Of course, it's a lot thinner than the Cup or the Xfinity Series schedule. Looks like 2004 on this one. And this is probably a West Series. Yeah, West Series driver, Eric Norris. So there's a little bit of information there about the team. Don't notice any of those names, except Bobby Daughter. Pick up on that one really quick. And there's some information about Eric and the sponsor. A couple good pictures. Then our next one takes us to 1997, and this was a short-lived pairing. We talked about this the other day because he just celebrated a birthday. But Morgan Shepherd with the Jasper team. And this team was just horrible at the time. I had read, I believe it was in Winston Cup Scene newspaper, where Morgan's wife and him had went and wrote down so much that was wrong with the team, where like they put parts on backwards or left side stuff on the right side, and the team was in disarray at the time. Up next, another one from the old Busch series. Looks like this is about 1995, but Dirk Stevens, who was the original driver for Dennis Shoemaker in the 64 team. Of course, there was a few other drivers that ended up with this ride over time. I think we have another one from 2022. Cole Custer with the Haas tooling and automation. Very cool. Thought that was a pretty sweet paint job on that car. Now, is this one from 22 or 23? Looks like this is 2023. Sheldon Creed. Still looking for that first win in his Xfinity Series career. He's a former Truck Series champion. A lot of people think that Ty Dillon's going in that car. I do not think that is the case. Do not see a year on this one, but I know it's within the last couple of years. Jeffrey Earnhardt with Alpha Prime Racing and the Forever Lawn organization. This is from 2022. Kurt Busch and Bubba Wallace. A Couple of very different McDonald's paint schemes. And even their uniforms are very different. I don't think they ever ran them in the same race together. Let's see here, what year is this one? Looks like 2007. Greg Biffle in the Cup Series. AmeriQuest. Of course, we've talked about sponsors like this, these predatory lending companies, like AmeriQuest, Ditech. I think there's a couple more. Really don't remember. I know this one is early 2000s, 2002. Back to Jasper Motorsports with Dave Blaney, father of Ryan Blaney. Ryan's run that throwback scheme a couple times. There's sponsors, information about Jasper. Ryan Pemberton was the crew chief. This was like a team that was consistently, that would run between like 17th and 25th, which was top half of the field for most of that era. Let's see here. Looks like this next one is 1998. I don't see... That's what we're going to go with, 1998. Team ASE with Mike Bliss and Barry Dotson as crew chief. Of course, that's Jimmy Smith's team. There's some information about Barry and Mike Bliss. There's their history. A little bit of information there. And there's some team members. Let's see here, obviously Jimmy Smith being one of the owners. Brad Dotson, Eddie Thramp, I've heard of him. There's a few people on that list. I don't have a year on this one, but it's either 1999. It's got to be 1999 because I don't see a 2000 sticker on it. Casey Atwood. Very young Casey Atwood. And it is a blank back. 1994, we go back to the Busch and Cup Series with a couple drivers here. Robert Presley on the left and Harry Gant on the right. Of course, this was a Leo Jackson car. This was Ed Whitaker's car that Harry ran in the Busch Series. So there's Robert's information and Harry Gant's information with facsimile signatures. A little bit of information. This promotional material is not intended for sale. That's funny. Mannheim Auto Auctions. Always thought they had some kind of crazy but cool looking paint schemes. 1999, we get this McDonald's paint scheme with driver Bill Elliott, owner driver Bill Elliott, but this is for steel, which is, I'm guessing, yeah, I see it on his uniform there, right there, one of the associate sponsors. We go back to the Busch Series all the way to 1994 with Larry Pearson, who was making a comeback of sorts, kind of getting a second hurrah in his career. So there's some team facts. Mac Martin was the owner. And there is Larry's driving career, Busch Series career up to that point. And we're going to close out the video in 1998 in the Cup Series with Rookie of the Year contender Steve Park during DEI's first foray into the Cup Series. So there's the Pennzoil teams. There's a little bit about Steve. Of course, he was injured a few races in, sat out most of the summer, made his comeback at Indianapolis in the late summer, finished out the year. Didn't have a great season that year, but is what it is. They struggled, and then they ended up coming back, and then, of course, Steve got hurt again in 2001. So, kind of had rough luck in his NASCAR career, but he did get 2 races with that team. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you come back at noon where we will have fast packs. Not sure what we're going to rip just yet. We've got plenty to rip, just got to pick what we want. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we'll see you later.